People are angry. People are quite upset. Why is that, Will?
Because Disney have upped the prices of the annual passes.
They have. Recently, the last few days, the news has come of what is happening with the new annual passes. Annual pass sales have been on hold for a good few weeks now.
Yeah.
And we've been waiting. I think everyone's been waiting to see what Disney are going to do. They've made the announcement, and in this video we're going to explain exactly what they've announced. We're going to explain the differences between the old annual passes, the new annual passes. We're going to tell you when you can buy them if that's something you want to do, and we're going to give you our thoughts on whether it's still worth it, because I've had so many questions about that today. Are they still worth it? So we're going to give you those thoughts. But before we jump into all that, we better introduce ourselves. I am Ree from Mummy of Four Does Disney, and this is my William, also known as Will-a-pedia, the font of all Disney knowledge. And I've got him here with me this evening because you just know so much about Disney.
Yeah, I sort of study facts in my free time.
Exactly. He makes me look like an absolute novice. Not that I am an actual novice. We've had Disneyland Paris annual passes for the last year. They only expired in June. Let me know down in the comments if you have seen any of our vlog series. So we've got, how many Disneyland Paris vlog series now? 3, 4, something like that. June, 4 Disneyland Paris vlog series. So we really made the use of our annual passes. We loved them and thought they were fantastic. But are the new ones worth it? Should we dive into it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so as we're going through this, by the way, if you are joining us on live, please do say hi in the comments. And if you are watching on replay, then say hi too and let us know you're watching on replay. So the sales of annual passes have been on hold, and renewals will be available first for these new passes. So if you've currently got an annual pass and you would like to renew, you're in your renewal period, then you can start doing that from the 19th of July. And there will be limited availability of each tier. We're going to explain all the tiers and everything. Don't worry, don't panic, just stay with us. So grab a drink, grab a snack, cozy in, and we'll explain it all. So if they're within their annual pass renewal, they can renew from the 19th of July.
Yeah.
What else have you got to tell us, Will?
Well, the new sales will begin later in the summer for people who don't currently have annual passes.
That's right. So if you haven't got an annual pass and you still would like to buy one, don't panic. You will get your turn, but not until the current annual pass holders have had their option first. So each tier will have limited availability. So it may be the case that you will have the option to buy an annual pass, but not the tier you were after. So discount will still apply for guests that qualify for disability. The disabled guest will remain as 25% off for the person with a disability plus one carer, which is a significant saving.
Yeah.
And is definitely worth it, and definitely will bring the price that has jumped up a fair amount down a little bit. But that's the same discount as it used to be under the old system. So shall we go into the new passes, Will? Would you like to talk us through the first pass?
Well, the bronze pass, it's pretty basic. It'll get you started with the annual pass thing.
Yeah.
You get 170 days of the 365 selected days throughout the year.
And those will be the quieter days, won't they? So you won't be able to go through peak times. Those 170 days will be the off-peak quieter days that you'll have the option to visit the parks. Parking is actually free with all of the passes. So that's a bonus. We still get free parking. Not that we ever used a car because we always flew there, but never mind, still get free parking. And the price of the first pass, the bronze pass, William, is, drumroll,
€289.
289 euros. So what did that compare with, Will? What was the price of the cheapest pass? Have you got that there for me? Under the old system.
Well, the cheapest pass was actually the same price, but it had less days selected per year.
So the Discovery Pass was 229 or 289 with parking, and you had 150 select days per year. Okay, so it's comparable with the original Discovery Pass.
Yeah, interesting.
Which we actually never considered that pass because you wouldn't be able to get any school holidays. So that wouldn't, if you're traveling without kids, you don't need to worry about school holidays and things, or you're not a teacher, then that might be an option to look at. The next option up used to be, what did it used to be, Will?
It used to be a Magic Flex Pass.
And what did you get with Magic Flex?
Well, you got access on 300 different days, and you got a lot more benefits as well.
Okay, and what was the price of the Magic Flex?
It was €319.
Okay, so this next pass is quite a big jump. So we've jumped from 4 tiers down to 3 tiers. So rather than going from Discovery to Magic Flex, from the 289 up to the 319 option, we're now jumping from the bronze option at 289 up to the silver at a big jump at 499.
Yeah.
Now, that is the price of the old top tier Infinity Pass, which was all singing, all dancing, had all the bells and whistles.
Everything you needed.
It was. Now, we actually had one Infinity Pass, and the rest of the party had a Magic Plus Pass, which was the 4th tier. Tell us about the Magic Plus Pass, Will, that we used to have.
Well, the Magic Plus Pass was $369. It was available euros, and it was available 350 selected days throughout the year.
So it was pretty good. There were only 15 blocked out days for the whole year, and really we just didn't plan family holidays during those 15 days. So we had one Infinity Pass, which had the maximum benefits. I had that. I had the maximum discount on it, the maximum benefits, including, which we'll get to in a second. We'll go through all the benefits of the top tier pass. So we've worked our way through all the prices of the old tiers. We're just about to explain the Disneyland Paris, the middle tier now, the silver, which was at $499, the price of the old top tier. Are you with us? Are you with us here? So yeah. What can you get for the new Disneyland Paris Silver Pass?
Well, you get 300 days total out of the year.
Okay.
So like some busier days, but not all the busy days.
So that's quite a lot of days blocked out, really.
Yeah, it'd probably be
that's over 2 months of the year blocked out if you add it all up.
Yeah,
that's quite a lot blocked out, you know. So whereas before we could get away with having the one top tier and then the one of the second tier down because it was only 15 days blocked out, I feel like Disneyland Paris may have caught on to people doing that, which is why they've done this, because now with those 60 days blocked out, they're more likely to be really key dates. So for the Silver Pass, that's going to set you back €499. Most days are available other than those 65 days. You get 10% discount on merchandise, food, and you get a photo pass. Now, I believe it used to be 15% with your pass, didn't it, when you had a Magic Plus Pass before?
Yeah. Also, the photo pass isn't included. It's a discount on the photo pass.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I'm glad I got you here. That's not what I've written down in my notes. Okay, we're going to look into that. Anyway, so free parking. It has got the discount on the merch and the food. It's only 10%, not as high as it was. Free parking, and then that's it. So then going to the top tier, which is the closest to the old Infinity Pass, but not quite. So before we dive into that, because we've got a lot to say about that, haven't we, which is why people are upset, I'm just going to dive into the comments. We've got Michelle saying, hi, Rhea and Will. Hello from India. Hi, Rhea and Will. Hi, Rhea and Will. Hi, everyone. Hello. Alexandra, Anastasia. I know. Anastasia, hello. I know you have some comments. I know you have some thoughts. The audio is bad. Oh, no. Is the audio really bad? Oh, is someone saying, is someone else saying, anyone else, can you hear us okay? We did a little test before. It seemed to work fine, didn't it? Is the audio really bad for anyone else? Please let me know. Still doing the disability discount, that's good. Anastasia's saying, not sure if you're also aware the current annual pass holders, even if not renewing, can work with Disney to swap and pay the additional cost to change from the Infinity Magic to the new ones. Okay. Right, okay, so you can do that upgrade. It doesn't feel like an upgrade, does it, really? But yeah, that's good to know. Hi, Rhea and Will-a-pedia, says Emma. William is a credit to you. He's a growing up, very caring, intelligent young man. I know. He's lush, isn't he? He's lush. Do you think Disney will lower their prices because everyone does not like the change? Honestly, no.
Yeah.
No. I will explain.
Disney.
Okay, we've got someone else saying the audio is good for me. The audio is okay. Right, perhaps it's just for that individual viewer. Apologies. It could be an internet issue, but hopefully it's not ours. Can hear you fine. There you go. Everyone else is saying they can hear us. Phew. I was starting to panic. Audio's good. Audio's good. Audio's fine now. Sorry. Right. Okay. So we're back on track. Slight panic over. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to go on to the Disney Pass Gold, and then we're going to explain why people are so upset. So Disney Pass Gold, you get 365 days, which you used to get with the Infinity Pass. Score. Tick.
Yay.
Brilliant. You get 15% off food and merchandise. Now, it used to be 15% off one and 20% off the other. Was it 15% off merch and 20% off food, or the other way around? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not quite...
It was one way around or another. Anyway,
Yeah.
so, but now it's 15 off both. So you've lost 5% on one. So, okay.
it's a little bit...
It's not ideal. You do get a free photo pass.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the, or is that... Do you get a free photo pass? You do get a free photo pass.
Yeah, you do get a free
Right,
photo
sorry, it was a
pass.
discounted photo pass on the last one. It's a free photo pass on the top tier. You get free parking. Yay!
Which you get with all the others. So.
We don't take a car ever. Yay! All right. The pass is this pass is the only pass to offer the extra magic.
So...
Oh, that's upset a lot of people. So I've got to say, as a family, we did not take much advantage of extra magic.
Yeah.
Because as much as you guys are all early risers at home, what happens when we go to Disney?
We wake up late.
Yeah, you wake up late. They stay up much later. At home, you've got like reasonably early bedtime, reasonably early to rise. We're dragging ourselves around Disney. Well, we're not dragging, we're running around Disney like idiots. We're eating all the snacks. We're staying up till the fireworks. We're like, yay, running on pixie dust. And then the next morning, I am trying to drag them all out of bed. So I'm not sure. Have we ever done extra magic?
I don't think so.
So perhaps if you were the kind of person, if you're the kind of family that can make the most of that extra magic, you're going to miss that. We personally wouldn't miss it. Would we?
Not really.
No. So, okay, are we ready for the price? Ready for the price? €699.
Boo!
I know. So people are a bit upset. Now, to be fair to Disney, the cost of everything is going up. Cost of living was all we seem to hear.
Yeah.
I guess all of their supplies are going up and having, cost of paying people and all the things. So prices are going to go up, aren't they? Like, we're not going to sit here and pretend like it's shocking that they're going to keep the prices the same forever, because I know that's not realistic. I think what people are upset about is the steep hike in price plus the drop in benefits. The one, now we're going to come in with a positive. We're going to come in with a positive.
The positive.
Okay, do we remember watching the vlog series, and we were only allowed to book 3 days at a time? So we'd have our first park day, second park day, third park day. And even if we're there for a week, we'd have to scan in on the first park day and then get on the app, try and get Wi-Fi, and then try and book day 4, and then scan in on day 2 and try and book day 5. And it was a little bit stressful. Now, I've got to say, we were very lucky. We never missed a park day. I managed to get all of those. Even the days that they said were full, I did manage it. We never had to skip a park day.
Yeah.
And there was always the option. It was a bit weird. I don't know what the numbers were, but there were a certain amount of allocated tickets for annual pass holders per day. By all accounts, this is a since COVID thing. This is not a... they didn't do it forever. So anyway, say whatever the number was. We'll make up a number. We'll call it 200. I don't know. That's not the number, but we'll just call it 200. So once those 200 slots, that's a fictitious number, but once those slots were full, you had the option to then buy a normal day ticket, but you couldn't use your annual pass if you couldn't get one of those slots, which didn't feel great, did it?
No, not really.
Not when you've already got, but you could have bought a special, what they called a priority ticket, so a reduced price ticket under the old system. Now, under the old system, you could get those reduced price tickets. Not anymore. They are gone. Goodbye. So another reason people are upset. Anyway, under the new system, you've still got to book your 3 days, but it's out of the whole capacity of the park. So you're not just trying to book these little 200, say, tickets of, I don't know, because like I said, I don't know what the number was, but it's not just like this amount of tickets. It's from the whole park capacity. So technically the whole park could be booked by annual pass holders, in theory.
Yeah.
Technically.
So
that's good for annual pass holders, not so good for everyone else. So that is a plus, I guess. So it should be easier to get the reservations you want, as the availability is merged with the entire park capacity. So you can also upgrade if you choose a certain tier of the new ones, you could maybe upgrade to a different tier if more of that tier becomes available. But there is certain availability for each tier. There's a certain number of annual passes available for each tier. Once they're gone, they're gone. So which benefits are missing, Will, that people are upset about?
Well, the AP entrance, the annual pass entrance, is just bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No more.
It's not even see you real soon. It's just goodbye.
It's just plain old goodbye.
Sad times, sad times. The infinity parking will disappear. That's going. Now, something we didn't use till recently, but then we discovered it and blinking loved it, free bag storage. This is especially handy, I feel, in the winter when we had really bulky coats, and then in the day we were running around like mad things. Or perhaps not in the bleak midwinter, but when it was like on the edge of it kind of weather, you know, when we didn't really need our coats in February trip, we didn't really need our coats in the day, but then it was really cold in the night, so we stuffed all our coats in the bag place. That's going, and that's sad. That is sad. The reserved viewing area for the fireworks is going, so I think people will miss that. We actually never used that. We used the disability area because the children are neurodiverse, so had disability priority access cards, so we just used that area, but I know a lot of other people will miss that.
Although with that area, unlike the others, it goes on August the 1st instead of July 19th.
Oh, okay, so that's hanging on for a little bit longer, but it is going. It's still bye-bye. The free stroller and wheelchair rentals perk is going. Now this is a shame, because if you were a person that used a stroller every day, it's quite a lot, isn't it? It's something like €25 a day to hire a stroller. Now, we only had them a couple of times because they were free, so it wasn't that big a deal, and we wouldn't really miss it that much. There are 6 now. We got it a couple of times when we were going to stay late. We didn't really need them. However, if she was much younger and we'd come on a plane, we didn't want to have to bring a stroller, I would have really appreciated that every day. Because it is a lot of walking. It's a lot of walking. So I think a lot of people are going to miss that. Something that I don't think I would miss is the annual pass room rate discount. We have never actually stayed on site in Disneyland Paris, just because the price, even with the annual pass room rate discount, which you used to phone up and say, right, can you give me a price for this hotel, this one, it was still thousands and thousands. It was still really expensive compared to staying off-site. And the off-site hotels with the shuttle buses we found were just fine. Some was to just lay our heads for the night. They were pretty close. The shuttle buses were
they were just
squashed. There was a lot of pushing and shoving, a lot of elbows out. We found that the shuttle buses, the queues weren't as civilized as the ones in Walt Disney World. There wasn't any system, was there? It was just like a mob trying to force on. So the shuttle buses were great, other than sort of on the way home after the fireworks when it was all a bit mental and pushing and shoving. But staying on site with a Disney hotel would mean you don't have to bother with the shuttle buses, so that would be good. However, there's no annual pass room rate available, but I gotta say, the times I phoned up, it wasn't much of a discount. It was supposed to be up to 20% or whatever with the Infinity, and I never found it enough of a saving to take it up. So I wouldn't miss that personally, because we never took advantage of it. Discounted tickets on the day. What's happening to those, Will?
Well, they were like the day tickets,
for people that are coming with you. Can you buy them anymore with the new ones? No,
you
cannot. Goodbye. Bye. Sad times. So that's it. That's where we're at, really. The extra magic time and the discounts are staying the same for old annual pass holders, the OG lot, until those expire, and then your option is to renew under the new system, or to just not keep coming back, really, which is quite sad. So new and enhanced benefits. Hooray! Some positivity. What are the new and enhanced benefits, Will?
Well, they've got 4 annual pass parties per year, which is quite a lot.
Yeah, excellent.
So they'll have 4 exclusive annual pass parties, which means you have to be an annual pass member.
Okay, so we could have taken advantage of those, but never did, because there were some annual pass events that we never got to go to because, well, we don't live close, and we were trying to tack on to certain events and dates and things. So unfortunately, we never made the most of those. But that would be fun. That would definitely be something exciting to to get to. So what else have we got?
Well, there's also an exclusive meet and greet in Disneyland Park.
That'll be really cool. And an annual park pop-up space. What does that mean? Meet and greets, pop-up space, and sales and events.
It's like an annual pass kind of area in the park.
Okay. The other thing that's worth noting is it's now all going to be digital, so you won't get a physical card, which I guess is easy. It's hard to lose a digital one.
It's a bit of an advantage. Isn't it?
I still would like them to bring in magic bands.
That would be good.
It would. They need magic bands. We like magic bands, don't we? Really enjoyed those in Florida. So convenient having everything on your wrist. But then I guess if it's all on your phone, then, you know.
Yeah. So
the big question is it worth it? But should we go to the comments before we address that? Okay, so, oh gosh, lots and lots of comments. Where do we get to? There we go. So we've got really not an upgrade, but possibility of blocking out annual pass holders from upcoming parties and only allowing Disney Pass members into them. Oh no, oh dear. I know Disney, not Disney related, but I hope you're enjoying secondary school. He's starting in September, aren't you?
Yeah.
Starting in September. They haven't stopped the magic hours for all about from the top. They haven't stopped the magic hours for all about from the top tier. Apart from the top tier, maybe. Oh, Daddy of Four's watching. Look, he's in the other room watching. Excellent. Yeah. What is extra magic? Sorry, extra magic is, and you can go into the park an hour early where it's nice and quiet and just make the most of it being nice and quiet, which we really should have done.
Yeah.
Because you lot would have appreciated it being nice and quiet, but you've not appreciated getting out of bed. I think you can't rope drop and stay to fireworks. Well, not unless you're really, really hardcore. Not like we've done 12-hour days in the park, but that's still not rope drop to fireworks. That's rope drop to fireworks that's like really that's really intense. Okay, Anastasia. Everything started going up in the parks a few months ago. Some of the ears are now 30 to 35 euros. I know. Well, that's the thing. Everything in the world seems to be going up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can still only book 3 reservation days. Sadly, they tried making out that's changed, but it hasn't. Yeah, so it's still only 3 days you can book, but at least you've got more chance of actually getting the days you want to book, which was the bit that bothered me before. When you tried to get the days and you've got plane tickets booked, yet no park tickets. That's quite nerve-wracking. There we go. Hi guys, we're huge fans, love your content. We love William's t-shirt. Ta-ta-ta. So that was from Disneyland Paris, as was my Spirit jersey, which I've got to say I'm boiling in. I've put on over my dress so I can feel Disneyfied. I'm absolutely melting, but never mind. Huge fans, love your content, love William's t-shirt. We're debating an Infinity Pass Pluses in March, but sadly missed out. Not sure what to do now. Kelly, Edna and Nancy. Well, this is the thing. The Infinity, before I would have said get 1 Infinity Pass and get 2 Magic Pluses. Easy. Save yourself a little bit of money. You don't all need Infinity Passes. You don't all need that top tier. Just don't go on those 15 days. But with the middle tier, missing out 65 days, I feel like unless you know what those dates are and you're absolutely sure you don't want to go on those dates, you're all going to need the same tier, which puts everyone at the $699. It's a lot, isn't it? And maybe if you're just buying one for yourself and you're going with friends, but if you've got a family and there's quite a lot, even if some of you've got disabilities, taking 25% off that, it's still pricey. I have done a little calculation and is it worth it? This was just done on my phone calculator, so I'm hoping it's about right. You need to spend over 12 days a year in the park before you start making any savings at all on buying day ticket prices if you want to buy the most expensive one, which I feel is the only one that's really worth it perks-wise, in that it has any perks at all. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, the perks, it definitely has much better perks than the other 2 tiers.
Definitely. Maybe if you're only going to go on 1 trip and it's a long trip or 2 trips and you know that your trips can be taken during those off-peak, maybe that first one would be worth it.
Yeah.
It's all about when you're going to need to take your trip. So if you have got total flexibility with dates, you don't have to worry about term times. You can literally be like, right, when are the off-season ones? Yeah. And I'm going to go during those. The cheapest one will be fine.
Yeah, you could just go la la la, I'll get the cheapest one.
Yeah, just go on the cheapest one and that's fine, because that will be a saving compared to your day ticket price. But if you have got more restrictions about when you're going to travel, then maybe, you could get the middle tier one if you fit within those days. I think really what you need to do is look at the days that are blocked out, and see if you're able to travel during those times and figure out. So I've only done the top tier one, and you need to spend over 12 days a year in the park before you start making any savings at all.
Yeah.
But then you have got the photo pass, you have got the discount on food and merch, and let's face it, you've got to eat, haven't you? And especially if you're doing character dining, things like that, all that discount does add up. So yeah, I never found the price cheap enough at Disney hotels to make it worth it. The B&B at Dream Castle was still cheaper. Anastasia, yes, you're right. You should go and stay in the Newport. I'm going in September, staying there again. You'd love it. Do you know what? I can't tell you how many times I've had the Newport Bay in my basket. Like that, clickety, clickety, shall I? So many times. Hi Ray, still with Disneyland vlogs. My favourite Disney vlog series. Try it. Excellent. Thank you. Annual pass parties would be one annual pass member, so they can bring one non-annual pass member. Oh, that's good to know. You still have a card in addition to having the pass on your phone. Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice, isn't it? Because I actually do like the card. You just don't need it. Daddy is saying hi, Will.
Okay.
From the next room. Hi, Daddy of 4. Hey, how are you guys? How are you, Will? How are you, Will?
Oh, I'm fine.
You're fine. Oh, good. That's good to know.
I think.
Don't agree with the new passes just because they're way too expensive. I hope Disneyland Paris understand they've done wrong. It's annoying. And I feel like Disney will be crafty enough to have the annual pass parties on the blocked out days for the lower tier to make people get gold. That would be sneaky, wouldn't it? That would be sneaky. Is it still worth it? It's literally a case of doing the maths with the dates for you. So it's going to depend what's right for your family. It's going to depend on those blocked out dates. You need to look at the Disneyland Paris calendar, and you need to look at your calendar, and you need to put them next to each other and go, right, can we travel just on the cheapest dates? If we can all go just on the cheapest dates, and there is going to be enough of a saving compared to the day tickets. The day ticket prices are on the Disneyland Paris website, so price it up with the day tickets. If you're staying in a Disneyland hotel, you're going to get your tickets included anyway, so you don't need the pass, and there's no discount on the hotel. So to be honest, if you're just going to, if you want to stay on site, there is no point in having an annual pass. Would you say?
Not really, unless you already have an annual pass.
Unless you already have an annual pass, but if you're planning to stay off site, if you're planning to drive, because you know you've got the free car parking, and you are able to travel outside of school holidays and key dates, then look at that cheapest one. Look at the dates again for the middle one, and if it's got to be the most expensive one, you need to be a good at least 12 days a year in the park, probably a lot more to make it worth it, like really worth it.
And yeah, also. It also depends on like how much merch you buy as well, like because you get savings on that, don't you?
That is very true. If you love yourself a Spirit jersey or a t-shirt or a Minnie Mouse, you know, who's up behind my, should have put her in the video actually. She's up behind the TV screen. But if you love yourself a bit of merch, and if you are eating a lot, you know, if you're meeting people there, remember it's only the person paying the bill that has to have the discount. So again, if one of you has the more expensive pass and you're meeting other people, then you can use your discount for whatever you are purchasing. So as long as you are paying for the meal or the merch or whatever, then you can still do that. Anastasia said, I feel like Disney would be crafty. Oh, she said, we've read that one, haven't we? Oh, we've read all those. Are you planning to see the Together Pixar show? Would love to. And are you guys going to go again? We'll need some more Disney vlogs. Well, where are we heading in August?
Well, we are heading on the Disney Cruise.
Woo! Disney Cruise! In fact, I was filming more Disney Cruise content. I've got so much Disney Cruise planning content coming. That castle earlier was your Disney Cruise playset from the playroom, the kids' ones. So that was over. That was my little prop in the background earlier. So yeah, we've got so much Disney Cruise content coming. I've already done quite a few videos about mistakes people make on cruise, planning the cruise. Oh, I haven't done any shameless self-promotion. Shameless self-promotion. Whoop, hang on, I've now pressed the wrong button. Are we still there? We're still here. Okay. Shameless self-promotion. This wasn't very organised, was it? Right. We interrupt this broadcast for hashtag ad. Yes, bum bum bum. I have a magical trip planner. There is a Disneyland Paris version of this as well. I need to block my face so that goes into focus. No. There we go. There it is. Magical trip planet. So they are in, this is called Spiral Bound. This type, which this is the cruise version of it, is called Perfect Bound, which is just means book. You can have Spiral Bound book or book. There is a Disneyland Paris version, a magical trip planner version, which just sort of caters for all the parks. A magical cruise planner, which caters for the cruise. I mean, I got a normal one as well for just like real life for my main channel. But all the details for that will be linked down below. Hashtag ad, hashtag own product, hashtag support small businesses, all the things.
Yeah.
Anyway, ta-da! End of commercial that I almost forgot to say. Yeah, so there's a lot of videos where I am planning the cruise. And in those videos I'm using the planner. We've got Pack With Me's coming. We've got a lot of outfit planning. We've done some really good outfits, haven't we? We've got Pirate Night. We've got all the outfit planning, all the Disney bounding. And then there will be a whole vlog series from the cruise. Cannot wait. They're going to be out one every Sunday at 8 a.m. So make sure you join us for that. Hashtag advert. Thank you for putting that in the hashtag advert. There we go. So where does the Disney cruise go? Well, our first Disney cruise went out into the ocean, around in a circle, and back to land because of COVID. But now we actually get to go somewhere. Where are we going, Will?
We're going to La Rochelle, France.
Woo! So that'll be exciting to actually cruise to somewhere rather than cruise to nowhere. To be honest, it was amazing, and we'll be docking and I'll be going, I don't want to get off the ship, I love it. Disney cruise, so magical. So if you love our Disneyland Paris vlogs, there is already a Disney cruise vlog series on the channel. If you just go to my main channel page, then on the front page, they're organised into vlog series. So it's like Netflix for Disney. We've got 4 different Disneyland Paris vlog series. You can just press play on those and they'll just keep playing. It won't even say, are you still watching? There is no judgment on my channel. We've got a 29-part Walt Disney World vlog series, and I think there's a 9-episode cruise vlog series, and all the cruise stuff's coming very soon. So there we go. Hello from Lottie. Hello. There we go. Definitely need a minimum for 10 to 14 days in Walt Disney World. Definitely. We didn't actually go for 29 days, by the way. There were 2 vlogs per day. Just to clarify, we were not in Walt Disney World for 29 days. I wish. There we go. Which character are you both excited to meet the most? Ooh, Mickey and Minnie in their silver anniversary. See, they're in all this like turquoisey gorgeousness for the 25th anniversary, so that's going to be really cool. Yeah, just cannot wait. It's going to be so exciting. There we go. So
right, so we're going to talk about the annual passes now.
Oh, sorry, Will. See, I do this, and you're here to bring me back on track. What else would you like to say about the annual passes? Apologies.
Well, the annual passes are sort of, I don't know, there isn't much else to say about them.
Is it worth it? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Are we going to renew them for now?
Probably not.
No.
Okay.
I feel like we have done Disneyland Paris. We've loved it. We've loved every second of it. But I'm glad that we're doing the cruise as something new for now. But when do we want to go back?
Probably around when Frozen Land is kind of finishing construction.
That might be when we're tempted to go back. I'd love to see the Disneyland Hotel as well, but I feel like I want that new stuff to come in before that we look at it again. And then, yes, if it is right for us, if it makes financial sense for us to do annual passes rather than just do day tickets, we'll do that. But yeah, that's the plan. Kelly's saying, I didn't even know about the Disney cruise till watching the channel. Are they? They're a pretty good price. Well, if you consider all the food and all the entertainment is in, I'd say that like they seem expensive until you realise all you are getting. You know, if you go to like West End show, then they're £100 a ticket each, aren't they? And there's 5 of us. So when you work at it like that, the Disney cruise is, I wouldn't say it's cheap, but I would say the value is pretty good.
Yeah.
Very luxurious. Honestly, I can't wait to show you in the cruise series. Yes, Frozen Land. I think you should do Disneyland Paris for the anniversaries. Oh, well, yeah, but I'm not waiting until 30th. I'm not waiting for another 5 years.
Yeah, it's either 35 or 40 would be the next one.
Oh, they'll do a 30th, surely.
35, maybe.
They'll do a 30. They'll do a 30. So we have to wait another 5 years. It's a bit long for me. Will you still want to come in 5 years? Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, I think so.
You'll be 16.
Yeah, 5 years.
You might just think I'm embarrassing by then. I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows? Frozen Land 2025 apparently. And
probably.
And people saying gutted that Eurostar Direct is gone. The Eurostar used to go directly into Disneyland Paris. It stopped that. That was annoying. Not that we ever did it. We always just flew EasyJet because we found that easier. But if we were in London, then yeah, that would have been the way. So those are our thoughts. I hope that we've managed to deliver all that information to you. I'm glad I've had William here with me to keep me on track and fact check me. One of the recent Disney Cruise blog videos. Sorry, Will. I did have to say, editing re here. William's told me off. This is wrong. He's wasn't it? It was about the age you could go on a Disney cruise or something. Like, how did you even know that? I'd said, oh, you could go on a Disney cruise as soon as they're born, and you went, Mummy, that's not right. It said, actually, the facts. When can you go on a Disney cruise?
It's from 6 months on most cruises, with the exception of like Panama, Hawaii, and transatlantic.
So he knew that off the top of his.
I missed out.
He knew that off the top of his head. So I had to go. Really sorry, Will-a-pedia corrected me, and that's the truth. And now back to the show. So yeah, you've got that to look forward to. Although if you're in my Patreon, then you guys already will have seen that. If you don't know, I've got a Patreon, and the Patreon is just, if you don't even know what Patreon is a way of supporting creators that you enjoy. In my Patreon in particular, then all of my videos go in there as soon as they're edited, and often they're early release versions that maybe need some tweaks and things, but they go in there weeks before they actually go live on my channel. So if you want to binge things quickly, then you can have a look in there. If not, just wait, and they will be available on my channel on Sundays at 8 a.m. So please hit the bell and all that YouTubey stuff so that you can tune in. Subscribe and do all the things. And don't forget to snap a little picture when you are watching and tag me over on Instagram. In fact, now, snap a little picture. Look, we'll pose for a picture.
Yeah.
Snap a picture, screenshot, ching, ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Snap a picture. Tag us on Instagram. Tag me on Instagram. There we go. Did we get a good one? Did you get a good one?
I think so.
There you go. Hopefully we'll see some of these over on Instagram. So snap a picture, tag me over on Instagram, and I will reshare it. So thank you so much for watching. I have to go now because that ring light is melting me, and I have to take off this Spirit jersey before I actually melt. So thank you from me, from Will-a-pedia, and we'll see you guys soon. See you real soon. Bye.
Bye.